Remember we met, I could tell by your smile. You hadn't been with a good girl like me in a while. Yeah, you were impressed, couldn't leave me alone. Text me every time that you pick up the phone. And I had control in the driver's seat, but my hands are slipping off the wheel. Now the tables have turned, now I'm up all night. I'm picturing you, acting like a fool. I'm on the other side, you're like a full moon, and I'm up all night.
If ever I had a video, would you dance in it? Would you dance in it, in it? Oh, sunshine, you are my sunshine. Let it in.
Good morning. Friday is going to be my Jenkins Ear War Day. Who is Jenkins and who is his ear, you may say? Well, I have referred to it in the past. Jenkins was a British sea captain in the 1700s, an 18th century sea power, time a British sea power captain, and he was boarded by Spanish customs men off the coasts of the West Indies, and in a skirmish had his ear cut off. Later, Britain went to war against Spain, and it was based on some evidence that Jenkins gave to a House of Commons committee, in which apparently, gruesomely, he hauled out his ear to prove that the skirmish had taken place. But when I was at school, Jenkins' ear war was always held up as being an example of where the state went to war for an individual rather than for some matter of national importance, that the individual could count to a state. Well, actually, it's not true when you actually examine it in the light of history. But nonetheless, it was a wonderful concept for young British boys that the state wasn't an all-powerful and terrifying organisation, that it went and helped British people in trouble. Well, so I now use Jenkins' Ear War to talk about where the state should help people in trouble. And my Jenkins' Ear War is surrounding Anna Campbell, a girl in Lewis, 26-year-old girl, full of conviction, a very nice girl, and from a very nice family, but so terribly determined, and she went off to fight for the Kurds in northern Libya, and was killed in the process. Despite every effort and every plea from the family, from pressure, from all quarters, the Foreign Office has done nothing. So Jenkins' ear should kick in. The Foreign Office should, in this particular case, look after the individual, bring this girl back, let her be buried with dignity and surrounded by her family and friends. And let the family have, I hate the word, but let's use it because everybody understands it, let the family have closure on this girl. Jenkins' Ear War. Friday is my Jenkins' Ear War. And if we can get Anna's situation resolved, then I shall look for other areas of instances and occasions where the state could help the individual instead of getting up its own nostrils and dashing off to the local bar. Not the local bar, they're subsidised bars. Oh, that would be my dream. If there's any reason to go into politics, it's they have subsidised bars. But there we are. The second it comes in a website which is called Grumpy Old Folk. And it had a picture this morning of a pack of wolves, quite a substantial and large pack. I mean, there must have been 50 or 60 wolves in the pack. And it was moving across an ice cap, an ice floe. There's my non-smokers cough again. Sorry about that, but there we are. It comes on unexpectedly, particularly when I'm doing a lot of talking, I suppose. Perhaps it's a warning to shut up, and I've only got about a minute and a half left. But it points out that in the moving this pack, that the leaders are the three oldest wolves in the pack. In other words, the three wisest, the three with most experience. Behind them come five toughies, if you like, five of the strongest in the pack. And then there is the body of the pack with perhaps 50 wolves or so. And at the rear come another five toughies, another five very strong wolves. But very last, and the one wolf that you would expect to be somewhere up front, the leader of the pack, is the very, very last. He makes sure that his flock, his herd, his pack, is safely moving ahead, and he's got trusted advisors and trusted tough men to make sure that what's happening up front is looked after. He, on the other hand, is making sure that everything keeps going forward and is guiding from the rear. And of course, it's put up with the comment that can we learn something from this in our society? And I would say, yes, we can. It's about time that we stopped having people dashing off and tearing off and doing things which are in their own self-interest. I can't think of one single leader at the moment, and I'm sorry, Mrs. May, you're amongst them. I can't think of one single leader that is doing anything that is not in their own self-interest. And it's about time that stopped. Let's have you strong wolves, you pack leaders at the back, not at the front, steering into the unknown and doing your own thing. Does it make sense? I don't know. Anyway, it's early in the morning, and this is a ramble and a rant. So that was my rant this morning. Wolves at the back, it's the Foreign Office at the front. Wouldn't hurt, would it? Toodle pip.
September we met, I could tell by your smile. You hadn't been with a good girl like me in a while. Yeah, you were impressed, couldn't leave me alone. Text me every time that you pick up the phone. And I had control on the driver's seat, but my hands are slipping off the wheel. Now the tables have turned,